Hi listeners, welcome back to Insuright's knowledge series. Currently we are on the topic of health insurance, in which we are discussing the coverage under health insurance. Today I will be talking about another coverage topic, namely daycare treatment. So at the beginning we have told that the entire health insurance products revolves around hospitalization, because hospitalization expenses form the major part of the medical care treatment. Okay. So in that context, we discussed about hospitalization, and in the context of hospitalization, we also discussed about pre and post hospitalization benefit. You may ask a question, while you define hospitalization means that has to compulsorily there has to be a 24 hours hospitalization is required, minimum 24 hours hospitalization. Does it mean that insurance companies do not cover those treatments which doesn't require 24 hours hospitalization? That's a natural question. Insurance company do cover it. The introductory talk, we told that health insurance is a highly customized product with so many products available in the market. The customization itself is required because the medical treatment has evolved so fast. So many treatment procedures have come for a given ailment. So the advancement of medical treatment is that many of the procedures which requires number of days of hospitalization has been reduced to below 24 hours. What used to take, for example, about 2-3 days for a cataract operation. A person has to go, there is a cataract operation, he has to stay in the hospital for 2-3 days. They check it and then they discharge. Nowadays, cataract operation is done within a day. So the question is natural. What about these kind of procedures which requires less than 24 hours? Yes, insurance policies cover these procedures also under the coverage heading called daycare treatment or daycare procedures. Okay. So here, what is the requirement? The medical practitioner or the doctor, attending doctor, need to certify that it doesn't require hospitalization. The procedure is such that it needs an admission as an inpatient, but the patient is discharged within 24 hours. So like example like cataract, dialysis, chemotherapy, which otherwise used to take more than 24 hours and say a decade back or 2 decades back, now the procedure is completed within a day and the patient is discharged. So the next coverage what we have been discussing, that is after hospitalization, post-hospitalization, pre-hospitalization, is daycare treatment. Even though this centers around hospitalization, but this treatment doesn't require treatment more than 24 hours, it is less than 24 hours. So when we talk about daycare treatment, we should understand it is distinct from OPD, outpatient department treatment. Typically OPD involves some consultation, or it can be like some injury is there, some kind of a local stitching has to be made, or some bandage need to be removed, or there's some wound need to be dressed. It is not to be confused with daycare treatment. Okay, so OPD treatment is not equal to or not similar to daycare treatment. So this daycare treatment doesn't cover OPD treatment, which we should all be aware of. Okay, thank you very much.